So actually, I got an insight that there are things which I should just focus on when actually when I'm looking for like an IT companies or something. This database management, the basic concepts is very much important. But actually, I do lack in those streams. What the benefit what I have is that like I just speak on things. I just try to the my oratory skills and communication skill is very fine. But moving on to the technical part I think I'm not that good.
So yeah, Sangeetha, I'll give a quick introduction about myself, and then we can go ahead with your introduction and further project understanding. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So Sangeetha, myself Shubham, I graduated from IIT Roorkee 3 years back, and then I worked in a couple of startup and MNC as a software developer. I started my journey from Oyo as a software engineer. I worked there for 2 years, primarily on the front end development role. And then I moved to an early stage startup to know better about how things work at a scratch level and so on. And the latest experience that I hold is of an MNC, which is ServiceNow. It's based out of US, and the location for me it was Hyderabad. Throughout all this 3.5 year of journey, I've been completely working on the React side, React development. So yeah, that's a quick one. Can you give a brief about yourself?
So myself Sangeetha Hegde. So I'm from Kerala, Kasaragod. So presently I'm a fourth year engineering graduate in electronics and communication engineering. So the reason why I opted electronics and communication engineering is that I was much I got a great interest in communication systems, how this satellite communication takes place, how we are able to get connected from there to the other distance that is being given. So on that basis, I have opted electronics and communication systems, and other part is that I was a little bit interested in digital circuits, the programming part and all. And I'm at present, I'm just hoping that I would get placed in a very reputed company.
Okay. Would you like to tell something about your project and internship in a brief?
Actually, I have done my design project. It was actually done in my fifth semester. So the design project was actually we have to propose an idea that is not actually implemented in the market, or you're just providing an idea of what all we can do from our section, that is electronics and communication thing. So it was a group of 4 members. So we had a 4 member team, and our idea was smart helmet that is using IoT. As you can see, the smart helmet concept came on the increasing accidents that are caused mainly in the two-wheelers side. So we have thought like we have to give some safety measures so that the person who is driving will be safe and secure. So what we have done in the smart helmet concept with IoT association is that we have ejected, we have a user module and have a admin module in which it consists of an accelerometer that is placed in a helmet. So only when we wear the helmet, we will be able to just start the two-wheeler that we are going to ride or something like that. And it was one thing, only where if we wear the helmet we will be able to take a ride. And the second thing is that if one take the drinks, that is alcohol drinking, if he takes some content of it, then again he won't be able to just start on the vehicle. He won't be able to move on that thing. So the in the helmet section we did have a sensor that detects the alcohol content. That is one thing.
Okay. 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 So can you do one thing? Can you open the interview pad and share your screen with that uh, doc open?
Okay.
So there
Yeah.
are two aspects.
Yeah.
First of all, like which the developer is the interviewer will look at. One is like how good are you able to convert a problem to a solution, and the second part is how good are you able to code that solution. I think you are saying that for the later part you are really good at, but before coding some solution, you have to first arrive to a solution, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So which one is your favorite data structure? if I ask?
Actually, sir, arrays.
Okay, array. So, okay. So let me give you one question, and
Okay.
then we can go ahead. So the output array is the uh, product of all element except the ith element. Got the idea? What is the
Yeah,
ask
I
here?
got.
So you'll be given an array and you have to achieve this part. So first of all, let's discuss the approach, how you will achieve, and then I'll add some of the constraints and we'll see like how we can come to the solution part. Okay.
Okay. So basically, at this, actually, I will give a for loop to for just taking the input values of the array. Then,
Can you tell me what will be the time complexity?
so actually, I don't know how these things work in terms of time complexity and space.
Okay. So this is the most basic thing when an interviewer is looking for the problem solving skills,
Okay, sir.
because you will not be able to compare two solution if you don't know that on a complexity note which one is more time consuming and which is less time consuming.
Okay, okay,
Forget the coding part. Like
okay,
if you are not able to compare two solutions on the basis of how much time it is taking, the whole interview is complete at that point.
okay,
So anyways, the very first thing you will
okay.
go and do after this interview is read about time and space complexity. Okay, anyways, let's code that division logic. Can you go ahead
Yeah.
code in the division logic? So there is one function given, get product array, and there will in the input there will be the original array, and you have to just implement this function. Can you go ahead coding it?
I think this will.
Okay, so yeah, this will work. But do you think that it should be int of p? Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
And okay, can you go to the next page? Scroll to the next page. And you are given an array, and this array again could be unsorted, could have negative, positive, zero, anything. And let's suppose this is the array. Now, what I have to get from this array is the first missing positive integer. So let's first discuss the approach, how we can solve it, and then we can go ahead with the code part.
Actually, I just thought of giving just initializing a number
Okay.
which is equal to 1,
Mhm.
and I've just started comparing with each value, and again doing this 1 plus plus, just actually just incrementing thing.
Mhm. Okay. So if I talk about like in how many for loops you think that you can solve this problem, ideally I should ask what is the time complexity, but rather I should ask what is the number of for loop in which you can solve this
Yeah,
problem.
I think one for loop will do.
Okay. And how are you achieving it with one for loop? Can you tell me?
Actually, the thing I just thought about is I'll just initialize a integer value that is supposed to that is equivalent to 1. Then I'll just no sir, actually two for loops will be required.
You mean n square?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, let's move to the next part. Now let's come to the part of the computer science, some of the knowledge. First of all, can you explain me the polymorphism? What is it?
Polymorphism is uh, actually there are different classes which look alike, but their functions are different.
Yeah. So I think yeah, I am done from my side. If you
Okay.
have any questions, you can ask.
Actually, I just want to know in which areas should I just focus more.
Yeah. So understand that there are 5, 6 major part where the companies will evaluate.
Yeah.
The first I'll tell the part which you are good at.
Yeah.
You are good at the introduction part, you are good at the soft skills part, and you are good at coding part. Again, you are good, but there are a lot many things. We'll share the detailed feedback, and then you will come to know what are the things you can work upon. The
Yes.
areas where you are not good at is the problem solving skills. You need to really work on, you cannot rely on the brute force approach. A single
Okay.
optimization was not done. We were not aware of the time space complexity. This is the worst thing.
Yes, sure.
So yeah, that's my day. Okay, chalu then. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.